Hey, welcome back to my channel. As promised, I am going to do a life update. So, if you just watched my last video, I have the same glam and the same hair on because I just did a review on this hair. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, where should I start? I'll start with my foster care journey. So, I am done with my math classes. It's classes you have to take. I think it's like 6 weeks long. I had to go every Saturday in April. I believe we started in March. I had my orientation, and I had to do every Saturday in April from like 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. It wasn't as bad as it sounds because my group, it was a really cool group. Like, it was a really cool group. And we had a really good leader. She was very good. Um, so it's a lot that goes into becoming a foster parent. It is a lot, and it is invasive. So if you're not a person that wants people in your business, and I mean in its entirety in your business, don't do it. Because when I say they do, you have to do like a home study where they come in and they talk to you about your background and your life, and it's a lot of in your business. Okay. um if you have older children that can speak, like from ages 5 and up, they will talk to your children. The children have to be present in the home because they're going to want to talk to your kids. And that's mandatory. That is not optional. My child cannot talk. She's only a year old. She'll be 2 next month. Actually, in a couple of weeks. I got like 3 weeks, I think, till she turns 2. And believe me, she is all of 2 years old. We will get there. So some of the things that I'm kind of not comfortable with is the visitation. Now, I tried to make it very clear to my leader that I am here to adopt. I am not here to be a revolving door foster parent. Like, I'm not trying to have child after child after child in my home. For one, I don't want to do that. I don't feel good about a child coming in and just they getting snatched. Well, we keep saying snatched out of here. My leader, she didn't like that term, but it is what it is. That's how we feel. The kid is snatched out of the home. And I don't want to do that to my child. I don't want her to become attached to the little girl because I'm going to get a girl. I've opted for the ages between 4 and 6 years old. I didn't want the child to be too much older than my child so they can relate. Sorry. They can relate, and they can play together and stuff like that. So that's why I chose that age. But I made it perfectly clear that I want to adopt. I'm not here to foster. I'm here to foster till I adopt. I don't. For me, I have to keep saying it, and it's like if I'm not listened to, trust me, I will close my home. Period, and go through adoption the other way. Um, Now, the visitation is 2 times a week. That's mandatory for children, school age children. Yeah, school age children, it's 2 times a week. Well, at my agency, it's 4, 5 to 7. Yeah, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Either Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday. Now, I am trying to go back to work, so I don't know how this is going to play out. The summertime, it won't be that bad because, you know, there's no school, and I don't know. I just don't know. Plus, it's like the parent has so much say so that I had to ask the question. And that's just me. I asked the question. If they have so many say so, about the child's hair. If they don't like the child's hair, they don't like the clothes. They don't like, say if you're going away, to like, say Sesame Street, Sesame Place. I mean, and they don't want the child. You have to ask the parent, is it okay for you to take the child? What the hell? That was my. I said that out loud, and I just looked like, what the hell? And she said, yes, you have to ask permission. First of all, how the hell do I have to ask permission if y'all don't took this child out this lady house? So my question was, if I got to do all of that, why the hell is the child not in the house with the mother? If she got so much goddamn gonna say so. Now I understand she still has her rights, but really, I'm not. Listen, these are some things that I'm just not okay with, and I'm not comfortable with. And I never made it seem like I was comfortable with it. I let them know that I am not comfortable with this at all. Now, when you do go away, like say if I go to Sesame Place, if I take the child to Sesame Place, I have to know the nearest police station, hospital. They need the exact address, how I'm getting there, how many people are going with me, who's going with me, um, what time we're going, what time we're coming back. They need all of this information beforehand, like way beforehand. And I'm like, that yeah, that's how I was looking in the class. And I looked at the other potential foster parents, and we was all looking at each other like, the hell. Majority of us was there to adopt. Um, Majority of us was not with the shits as far as these visitations are gonna go. But if you're looking to get a baby, let me caution you now. Those visitations is 4 times a week. 4 times a week. Okay, it's two. Every visit is 2 hours, but it's 4 times a week. Especially if the mother's choosing to breastfeed. So I was like, I would like a little boy because I want to have a boy, and I'm not sure that I can get pregnant again. Getting pregnant with my child was a complete miracle. Um, and my doctors are like, I don't know if it's going to happen again. But it happened the first time. So it's not what they say, it's what he says. I'm just going with that. So hopefully the next one that comes into my life will be I believe I had the love of my life. I really believe I had the love of my life at the wrong time in my life. No, at the wrong time in his life. I don't think he was mature enough, and I don't think he was ready. But I believe I did have the love of my life. It just didn't work. On his part, wasn't me. If it wasn't me, I'm woman enough to say I'd have messed up. But yeah, so if I am lucky enough to have another love of my life, hopefully this will be the last one and this last forever, because that is my goal. I do have someone trying to shoot these shots, and I've known him forever, like forever. He's been trying to get me forever. Um, but my thing is, I nicely stated that my next will be my last. I have a child, and soon I'll have children. Okay, that's not a problem with him because he has children of his own. But my next will be my last. And hopefully, God willing, my next will be my last, and I get to produce a son with this man. I do want a son. Like, I want my little boy. I might regret that when the boy gets here and he's bad. Kids are not bad. That's what they say. Kids are not bad. But yeah, back to fostering. There's so much you have to provide. Like you have to provide your lease, pay stubs, um, what else? Proof of income, You have to, for everyone in your household, if you get public assistance, they need a budget letter for that. They need all your bills, your utility bills. They need your rent statements to make sure you are paying your rent, how you pay your rent, to make sure that you're not in it for the money. Now, I always forget about the money part because that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it to strictly save a child from growing up in 15,000 foster homes. I made it very clear that I don't want a child that has any mental disabilities. Even though this, I wouldn't have mind none of that if I didn't have a child already. It's not a big deal for me. I'm built for it and I can handle it. But with me having a younger child, it's just not the right way to go. So I didn't want anyone with too much of a behavior problem because I don't want it to rub on my child. Let me tell you how her behavior ain't that great either. I almost lost my mind the other day. She had me so stressed out. Like, I didn't even like how I was with her. Like, I had to pray. I had to pray and ask for forgiveness and repent because I didn't like where she took me and I didn't like my response. And I didn't kill her. I didn't harm her. I just yelled at the top of my lungs and scolded her. And guess what? She didn't even care. She just kept yelling and screaming. What I said went in one ear and out the other. If this thing don't stop focusing, focus and get it right. But yeah, what else? The visitations I talked about, they keep stressing like the main goal for us is reunification. I'm not here for reunification. I'm sorry, that's not what I'm here for. Like, if a child goes back to the mother, if she's really doing what she's supposed to do, then God bless them. I'm happy for them. But don't give this child back to somebody who just went to a 30-day program and then we don't know if the child, 9 times out of 10, and this is what they told us, they was really transparent with us and they were like, listen, 9 times out of 10 the child comes right back. I just want to understand the mentality of the judges. How could you keep seeing this same child come back into care and keep giving the child back to the mother when she goes to rehab for 30 days and she comes out stating she's clean? 30 days. And the kid goes back into the system. That is not helping the kid at all. Now, if the kid is thriving, and sometimes it happens where the kid is thriving in the foster home, the kid is happy, the kid does not want to go under the age of 14, they have no choice. They have no say so. The judge don't care if they want to stay. You're going back. Because we all know that the state does not want to pay that stipend. The less money that they can give to people taking care of these kids, the happier they are. And that's what it seems like. And that's why so many kids get lost in the system. They age out. Um, it's not, I don't think it's so much of the system is failing them. It's the judges that are failing these kids. From what I'm getting, these judges are failing these kids. They give the foster parents so much of a hard time, especially when the adoption process comes. Now, let me warn y'all, because this is what I was told. Now, there'll be court dates, and it's good for you to show up and be there, even if it's not something to do with you. Still show up and be there. If you have people come with you and show that you have backing and support, that looks good on you too. Um, Now with the adoption, they pay for the adoption, they pay for the adoption lawyer, and they, all the paperwork is handled. Now you can be going through the adoption process, right? Get to the bitter end, boom. The judge wants to give the kid back to the mother. I said, listen, I don't think I'm built for this because I'm going to cuss that judge out. I've been sat there like, are you fucking kidding me? later was looking like, I said, yes, that might come out my mouth because, first of all, if this parent wasn't doing what they supposed to do, how in the hell are you giving them back? Or it might be like a family member pop up out of nowhere. Like this kid doesn't even have to know the family member. They'll give them to that family member. They don't even know. Okay? Or the daddy pops up out of nowhere to get the child. Kid don't know daddy from a hole in the wall. But because he is daddy, they give the child to the dad. Kid don't know the dad. Judge don't give a damn. They're going. Now, it might be some judges that are that has common sense and compassion and some kind of moral compass because um, they will grant the adoption, whether the mother's supposedly doing what she's supposed to do. But if she messed up too many times, hell no, the child's not going back. You know. But there are some judges that we've been warned are straight assholes, and let's just put it like that. I'm in New York. I don't know where you are viewing from, but there are some real asshole judges here that will put you through it for no reason and will side with the unfit parent. This, and I say this is why so many kids in the system are winding up dead because they're going with these parents. First of all, they don't know them like that. Half of them been in the system since they were infants. They don't know the parent. They only know the parent for 2 hours, and that's not parenting. That's visiting. You know, excuse my expression. You can feel how you want to feel about it, but that's the truth. Like, you're there 2 hours. Most of them aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Some of them don't even show up to the visits, and the judge still won't grant adoption. I just don't understand what the hell. So I'm so leery with this. I have to go to the agency next week, and I'm going to again make it clear. But before I do that, I'm going to be on the computer. I'm gonna try to remember the site I went to that showed all the kids that are available for adoption. And I'm going to let them know if I see a child within the age range that I am looking for, that I'm interested in adopting that child. And that's the route we're going to go. We're not, the stipend, which is the money you get for them. I think the younger they are, the more you get. But I don't think you get WIC or anything for them. For the younger babies, they give you enough for formula and baby food and stuff like that. So I don't think you can add them onto your public assistance case or anything like that. Taxes, I don't really think you can file taxes. I don't think you can file a kid on your taxes. I'm not sure as to how much because I didn't ask because that's really not important to me. It's not, I mean, I should know how much just so I can, budget in how much clothes and shoes and going here, going there is gonna cost, and but I will find that out for y'all how much. It varies by state, so I don't know. I don't know if every state is the same, but I'm not sure. I think she told us, but it goes in one and out. When it comes to that, I'm not in it for that. A lot of people do it strictly for the money. And the money is supposed to be used to take care of these kids. And a lot of people don't take care of the kids, take care of themselves. Nothing's really gonna change. I do my own hair, my nails. I'm gonna make a video about that. The nails that I bought from Five Below, honey. Let me tell you, I love them things. I'm like, why the hell have I been going to get my nails done all this time when I could have been pressing these suckers on? I took them off because I had to do my daughter's hair, and obviously I did my hair. And I'm doing baby shower pins for a client. So Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on those, a review on those nails. I love it. And the styles that they have is the styles that you paying like $45, $50 for. Okay? I'm gonna come back with that. But yeah. So I'm just leery, a little leery and a little, I don't know how this is gonna go as far as, if you're working and stuff like that, just really, really consider that because the visits are mandatory. And they ask you to have backups, so if you can't make it, they have the backup down, and they can take the child to the visit. I would like to be at some of the visits, and hopefully, wherever I gain employment, they will understand that. Most employees don't care about you, let alone force the kid. Some most employees don't even care about you. If you're sick, they don't care about your kids. They just want the work done. So hopefully, I don't get employed by somebody like that. So that's why I'm being very cautious of where I apply. And I like to fill out who's interviewing me. Like, do you have any questions? No, I'm just filling you out, and I'm watching you to see if I even want to work with you. A lot of employees think they have the upper hand because they're interviewing you, but little do you know, I'm interviewing you in my mind to watch your behaviorisms, how you ask me the questions, your facial expressions. If you're acting like you're higher and mighty and better than me, then I'm like, no, I don't want to work under her. But anyhow, yeah. So if you're working, please take that into consideration that the visits are definitely mandatory, and they're 2 times a week with school age children, and they do it from 5 to 7 because kids got to go to school and you got to get them from school and make it there for the visits. Now, if the mother doesn't come to the visit, it looks bad on her. And if that's constant, then it looks better on you to move into adoption. Like after a while, if it's so much neglect, then you can motion for adoption. But I don't want this to be a long, drawn out thing. I really don't. I believe this kid will be coming to my home probably around mid-June. So if that happens, well, I will know because they still have to come look in my house and make sure you have window guards, fire hydrants, make sure you have the sufficient amount of room for beds, depending on how many children you're getting. The smoke detector, carbon monoxide has to be up to date, has to be working. Um, all knives and stuff should be not be in their reach. If you have some wine, like I like to have, put it way up in the cabinet because they will bitch about that. Um, what else they're looking for? Window guards, yeah, and the cleanliness of your house. Um, I think you gotta have socket protectors and some of the stuff they'll provide you with if you don't have. They will provide you with like the window guards and the fire extinguisher and stuff like that. The beds they'll provide. If the kid is a first time and foster kid, they will give you like a voucher because they have certain relationships with certain stores. They don't give you a check anymore for the kid. It's direct deposit. You have to go to a certain bank because they are affiliated with that bank. So everything is directly deposited. If you're going to get a teenager, I believe they do give the money to you and you give the money to the kid. But if I didn't have a child already, I wouldn't mind a preteen. I wouldn't mind a preteen or a teenager. It doesn't bother me. The attitudes don't bother me. I'm not with the shits. So they will know that from jump. Um, but like I said, I'm here to adopt and I'm not here to foster a whole bunch of children. God bless those who don't mind being a revolving door foster home. So yeah, sorry that the video is a little lengthy. I'm just trying to give those who are interested in becoming a foster parent some insight as to what they're going to go through. I think that's all I can think of for now. I forgot what the I think it's a home visit and a home study. The home visit is when they come check everything and make sure everything's up to code in your house. They tell you what you gotta get and what you gotta get rid of. I'm telling you, it's like they trying to run your household, and I'm making that clear that you cannot run my household. My household will be ran how I run it. Oh, we had a big thing with the. They asked, do we have a kitchen? And do you have a kitchen table? So now that they're trying to tell you you have to eat at the kitchen table, well, honey, I don't eat at the kitchen table. I haven't eaten at the kitchen table since my grandmama was alive, and she's been going for almost 20 something years. Okay? I can't believe it was that long. I was like 14, and I'll be 35 this year. So it's been a really long time she has been going. I haven't sat at the table in a long time. My daughter is up. So give me a second. I'll be right back. So I'm back with my baby. I say hi. That's her normal face. She just not with it, never. And she just woke up, so she's gonna be a little mean. She's a handful and a half. Really, really with the eyes, really. She killing me. But yeah. As far as like I was saying with the foster care, just be you gotta be open to people being all up in your business and handing in tons and tons of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork. Let me tell you, it's a lot of paperwork. Um, but yeah, as far as my life update, I'm still single. Someone's trying to change that, but we will see. I have to pray on it because these guys now they lie so much, and I just don't have no time to be in a situationship. Like I just don't want to do that. And plus now I have her, so I don't want her to get attached to anybody as if they're going to meet her. But you know, he's someone I know and I see often, so he's seen her before or whatever. But as far as being around him like that, I don't. You saying hi now? Um, but I don't know how that's gonna go. I'll keep you updated on that. See if I decide to give him a shot or not. I mean, he's not a bad guy. He's not. Um, he can be full of like the rest of them. So okay, and as far as this one goes, her attitude sucks now, and she's all of two. She acts all of two. The tantrums are real. Okay, the screaming and yelling pisses me off, especially when if we're like in a store or something, and she wants something, and I tell her no. Like no is not her favorite word. Especially with any 2-year old. No is not their favorite word. She has a fit and she starts screaming and yelling. And I am not with that. So we have to work on getting these tantrums done because it's becoming too often and she's getting too comfortable with acting out outside. I'm not with that. She has grown a lot and she's gained a couple of pounds since we've been to the doctor. We just went to the doctor because she was very hoarse and she had a fever for about 4 days. And I'm like, all this meningitis and all this stuff going around and measles and whatever else. I was nervous. She's not in daycare. Really? Did that on purpose? No. That's her new thing. She say no. She do. I don't know what that's about, but that's how she say no. She know how to say no. Believe me. If she don't know how to say nothing else, she know how to say no. She talks very clear. She sings most of the words to the songs, especially Bruno Mars. She loves him. Like that's her boyfriend. She blushes so hard when she sees him, and she like grabs her face, and she just stares. She loves him. She knows all the words to most of his songs. Um, let's see. No, her DAD, well, I don't even want to give him that title, isn't still doing him, um, and I don't care. His dad is still in the picture. He still calls and texts and makes sure she's okay, um, make sure we're okay, and he's very involved. I don't understand. What are these faces you're making? What is that about? You don't want to be in the camera? You can get down. You want to get down? You saying bye? Excuse her hair. She need her hair done. She got her hair washed. Um, yeah, this was just to go outside today, and she just woke up, so her hair's all over the place. Trust me, if I do my hair, I do her hair. I never let her go outside looking crazy or her hair not done, and my hair's done. I can't stand when people do that. So I'm trying to lose the rest of this baby fat, and it is like, oh my God, it's such a struggle to lose the rest of this weight. Now, what they call it, fupa, that's gonna be off and on because I had a C-section and it still swells sometimes. Ladies, if you had a C-section, just be prepared. Until it fully heals, you will have some swelling in your lower abdomen, your fupa area. So I know that's gonna go away and come back and go away and come back. But as far as this belly and this back fat, side fat, front fat, it needs to go. So I have been trying to work out, but with her, it's hardly time to work out. She's very busy and she's into everything. And as you can tell, she's a character. Like, she's a funny kid when she's not screaming and yelling. But she's a bit of a crybaby and she cries for everything. So hopefully this will go away once the twos is over. So yeah, that's about it. Sorry this video was so lengthy, but I really wanted to give y'all some kind of insight as to the foster care process. I will let you all know. I will do an update to let you all know where I'm at as far as my journey is going. Really. But yeah. Can you get your pacifier and could you not? Alright, so I'm going to end this video because she's going to start to be a pill. I say that in the nicest way. She's a pill. I don't want to say anything else. But yeah, thank you for watching. And I will give you all an update as far as the guy goes. And see how that's going. And how I'm going with this, get rid of this baby fat and my foster journey. So I will let you all know everything that's going on and keep you all updated for those that are interested in adopting and becoming a foster parent. I will try to give you as much advice and insight as I possibly can. So take care, everyone. Be safe. Be kind. Try not to lose your minds. For all my mamas dealing with toddlers that is turning 2 this year, don't lose your mind. Just woosah and get you a bottle of wine, girl. It works. See y'all later. Bye.